Archangel Michael says, "The heavens have opened tonight with a trembling urgency, and the sound is not soft. It is not a whisper. It is a cry that reaches straight into your soul." The weight of this message is so heavy that the air around you has shifted. Something invisible presses down, making your heart beat harder. You feel it inside your chest like a warning bell you cannot turn away from. The heavens do not cry out without reason. When God is begging, it means the time for silence has ended. Something important is hanging in the balance, and you are standing at the center of it. The unseen realm has stirred. The angels have taken their positions. And the voice of God is echoing like thunder, saying, "Do not ignore this again." Type Amen to get blessing 333. This alert is not ordinary. It is not like the quiet signs you have ignored before. This is louder, sharper, and more desperate. The ground beneath your life is shifting. Events are moving quickly, and the decisions you make in the next moments will determine how the story unfolds. The urgency is beyond imagination. God is not asking softly this time. God is begging, pleading, reaching his hands toward you with tears. And if you stop to listen, you will feel the trembling inside your spirit. This message is personal. It is for you. It was prepared long before this night, waiting for the moment your eyes would fall upon these words. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You may feel chills moving across your skin. That is not coincidence, it is the spiritual energy wrapping around you. Heaven is fighting for your attention because the danger around you has reached a breaking point. Archangel Michael says, when heaven begs, it means a storm has risen against your life. Shadows are moving closer, plans are being written against you, and enemies are celebrating too soon. But the begging is also a sign of love. God does not beg because he is weak. He begs because he refuses to let you be destroyed without first pulling you into his arms of protection. The begging is not to scare you. It is to save you. And every word you are reading right now is designed to pull you away from the trap that has been set for you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Tonight, something sacred is unfolding. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit feels it. The curtain between this world and the next has been pulled back, and the warning is now crystal clear. You cannot run from it. You cannot pretend it is not meant for you. This is a spotlight shining down on your destiny, and it will not turn away until you respond. God is begging because your tomorrow is being written at this very moment. The ink is not yet dry, but choices must be made, and your heart must decide. Every angel is watching. Every shadow is waiting. And your response will tilt the scale toward salvation or destruction. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The energy around you is trembling, almost as if the air itself knows something is at stake. Your name is being spoken in the heavenly council, and the verdict of your destiny is being decided. Archangel Michael says, God's begging is not weakness, it is warfare. It is the shout of a commander refusing to let his soldier fall into the enemy's trap. You have been ignoring the whispers for too long. You have walked past the warnings. But this is not just a whisper, this is a fire alarm from heaven. Your spirit knows it. That tightness in your chest, that restlessness in your mind, it is all part of the signal. Heaven is begging you to awaken now. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The begging is echoing stronger now. It is like a hand shaking your shoulder, forcing you to pay attention. Your spirit cannot deny it anymore. Every distraction in your life is falling silent for this moment. Everything around you is aligning so that you will hear what heaven is trying to tell you. This is not ordinary, it is divine urgency. You may think you have more time, but the truth is different. The hourglass is almost empty, and the sands of destiny are running out quickly. The begging of God is the last call before the door shuts. Do not mistake this for fear alone. It is love wrapped in thunder, it is grace wrapped in fire, and it is protection wrapped in a storm. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The voices around you may try to distract you, but heaven's alert is louder. This is the sound that cuts through the noise of doubt, betrayal, and fear. It will not be ignored. Archangel Michael says, "You have been chosen to hear this alert because your life is at the edge of transformation." What happens next will be written as testimony for generations to come. There are hands reaching to pull you down, but there are stronger hands reaching to lift you higher. This is the moment where the struggle between those hands is at its peak. Heaven is begging you because your breakthrough is closer than your downfall. The line is thin, and your response will tip the scales. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You feel it now, a stirring, an energy that is too intense to ignore. It is like a storm circling your spirit, lightning striking near your soul. The begging has become a roar. This roar is not from earth. It is not from any man or woman. It is the cry of God Himself, desperate for you to turn your heart to the light before the shadow swallows you whole. Do you feel the shiver in your spine? Do you notice how the atmosphere is heavy? That is the sign, the alert is real, and it is personal. The heavens have stepped closer to you. They are standing right at your door, waiting for you to acknowledge the warning. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Your life is under inspection. Every move, every decision, every delay, it is all being weighed. Heaven has stopped the clocks to release this alert into your life. Archangel Michael says, this is no ordinary moment. The sound of God begging is the sound of destiny demanding your obedience. The begging means something is near, a breakthrough so massive, an exposure so shocking, a deliverance so unshakable, that the enemy is trembling to stop it. Heaven will not let you fall. Heaven is crying out to hold you, shield you, and place you back on the path that leads to victory. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The alert from heaven does not quiet, it grows heavier, pulling you deeper into its grip. The begging now feels like fire on your skin. It is not soft, not gentle, but burning, demanding, impossible to ignore. You are being shaken awake from a deep sleep. The shadows that have been circling your life are now restless. They know their time is short because the light of heaven is pressing closer. Their plans are breaking apart. God is begging because He sees the traps you cannot see. The hidden betrayals, the secret conversations, the dangers written against your name, all of it is exposed before Him. This warning is to pull you away before it is too late. It is not punishment, it is salvation, disguised as urgency. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The sky above your life is trembling. The atmosphere has shifted. Even the unseen spirits are silent, waiting to see how you will respond. Archangel Michael says, "This is not just another moment, it is the turning point of your destiny." The alert has been sounded because your name has been written in a battle that is unfolding right now. The angels are not still, they are moving around you, forming a shield, preparing to fight off the enemy's last attempt. You may not hear them, but their wings are stirring the air. God's begging is love at its loudest. It is mercy at its strongest. It is grace refusing to let you slip into the hands of destruction. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. The begging carries a vibration that makes your heart race. It is not ordinary fear, it is spiritual awakening. It is the shaking of chains around you that are about to break. Do you feel it? The tightness in your chest, the sense of something about to happen, that is not in your mind. It is the signal from heaven, telling you the breakthrough is close. God does not beg because he is powerless. He begs because he loves you too deeply to let the storm swallow you. His voice is louder than the darkness. This alert is your chance. It is your invitation to step out of the trap and into the miracle waiting for you. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Your enemies are confused right now. They thought their plan was sealed. They thought you were blind and silent. But the alert from heaven has exposed them. God is begging because he sees the knives pointed at your back. He sees the false smiles, the fake words, and the traps disguised as kindness. None of it is hidden from his eyes. Archangel Michael says, this alert is not only a warning, it is a promise. A promise that if you respond, heaven itself will shift in your favor. Do not let this moment pass. Do not let the begging fade without answering. The choice is yours, and the time is now. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The begging is no longer a whisper in your spirit, it is a roar, shaking the very core of your being. You can almost hear it in the silence around you, like thunder rolling without clouds. It will not stop until you respond. The enemy thought you would remain blind. They believed you would walk straight into their trap. But heaven's voice has risen above their schemes, breaking the silence and exposing the danger. God is begging because your destiny is too precious. The breakthrough ahead of you is too great. And heaven refuses to let you lose it by ignoring the signs. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. There is a reason this message reached you tonight. It is not accident. It is not random. It is perfectly timed from above. Archangel Michael says, this alert is like a trumpet sounding before a great battle. The warriors of light are ready, and the outcome depends on your decision now. The enemy is trembling because their plan is unraveling. The moment you acknowledge this alert, their power breaks like glass. The begging is your signal to rise up. You are standing on holy ground right now, even if you don't see it. The begging has opened the gate of heaven right where you are. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The begging is filled with love. It is not the cry of weakness, it is the cry of a father unwilling to lose his child. It is the sound of mercy rushing toward you like a flood. Do not harden your heart. Do not pretend this is not meant for you. This is as personal as it gets, written in the language of your spirit. The chains around your life are rattling because they know their time is almost over. The begging is shaking them loose, one by one, until you are free. This is the moment heaven has waited for, the hour where your story is rewritten, and your future shifts forever. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The alert burns brighter now. It is like fire spreading, reaching into every hidden corner of your life. Nothing is hidden from its light. God is begging because there are secrets you do not yet know. Secrets whispered behind your back, plots made against you, traps disguised as kindness. But all of them are breaking apart in this moment. The light of heaven is exposing every shadow, and the truth is rising to the surface. Archangel Michael says, the alert is also a promise. The same voice that begs is the same voice that delivers, restores, and blesses without measure. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The alert grows even heavier, like waves crashing stronger each moment, refusing to let go. The begging now feels like thunder rolling through your spirit. It does not pause. It does not soften. It shakes everything inside you, forcing you to realize the weight of this hour. The shadows that tried to hide themselves are restless. They are breaking apart under the pressure of heaven's voice. Their whispers are losing power because the truth is being shouted louder. God is begging because the time of hiding is over. Every mask, every lie, every trap set against you is being torn apart. This is the moment of exposure. You were not meant to stumble into destruction. You were meant to stand tall in victory. That is why the heavens are crying out for you now. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The begging carries fire, and that fire is spreading into the deepest corners of your life. It burns away what was fake. It reveals what was hidden. It destroys what was never meant for you. Archangel Michael says, this begging is more than a warning, it is a rescue. It is heaven pulling you away from the edge before you fall. You may not see the trap clearly, but you feel the heaviness in your spirit. That is the alarm. That is the sign that danger was closer than you thought. But the begging has arrived just in time. What the enemy planned in secret is being undone in the open. Heaven is rewriting your story. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The begging is not weakness, it is unstoppable power wrapped in tears. It is the sound of a father who refuses to lose his child, no matter how far they've wandered. The chains you thought were permanent are rattling. The curses spoken over you are breaking. The walls you thought would never move are starting to crack. This alert is the start of freedom. It is the sound of gates opening, of heavy doors being lifted, of the impossible shifting in your favor. God's begging is not to scare you, it is to save you, to protect you, to deliver you into what you were born to carry. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The night around you feels different now. Heavier. Sharper. Almost as if the atmosphere itself knows this moment is sacred. The begging has reached its loudest point. It is a call that demands your spirit answer. It cannot be delayed any longer. Archangel Michael says, the enemy has been exposed, and their time is short. This alert is heaven's final announcement before the breakthrough crashes through. Do not let fear silence you. Do not let doubt blind you. The begging is your invitation into victory, protection, and divine restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The alert presses even harder, refusing to fade, as if the heavens themselves are leaning down to make sure you don't miss this call. The begging is heavy with urgency now. It is the kind of sound that shakes every corner of your soul and leaves no space for doubt. It demands attention, it demands surrender. The shadows thought they had time to finish their plan. They thought you would remain silent and blind. But this alert has broken their confidence into pieces. God is begging because your name has been written into a moment of destiny. A shift is about to happen in your life that cannot be explained by human power alone. This is why the heavens cry. This is why the angels move. And this is why the fire of God surrounds you even as you read these words. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. The begging carries a weight of love that cannot be ignored. It is not anger, it is desperation born from pure mercy. It is a cry that refuses to lose you. The chains that once looked unbreakable are loosening. The curses that once felt permanent are breaking. The walls that once looked endless are beginning to crack. Archangel Michael says, "This begging is heaven's weapon." It is the sound that weakens the enemy, breaks the silence, and strengthens your spirit all at once. Do not mistake the heaviness for hopelessness. This heaviness is heaven pouring its power into your life. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. The begging is like a trumpet blasting in the night. It shakes off sleep, breaks through distraction, and forces your spirit to rise. You cannot go back to silence after this sound. Every secret trap around you is now exposed. What was spoken in the dark is being dragged into the light. The hidden knives are being seen for what they truly are. God is begging because He is rewriting your story in this very moment. The pages you thought were already written are being torn out and replaced with victory. This alert is not an ending, it is a beginning. It is the sound of chains breaking and doors opening in your life. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. The begging grows brighter still, like a fire that cannot be contained. It burns through lies, it consumes betrayal, it wipes out fear. The atmosphere around you has shifted permanently. Even now, as you breathe, you can sense that something has changed in the unseen. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven is closer to you right now than it has ever been." The begging is proof that you are not forgotten, not abandoned, not overlooked. This is the cry of God, begging you not to turn away, begging you to receive the breakthrough that has already begun moving toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 2828.